In this video, I'm going to show you how to cut angles in drywall. And we're going to do it right now. I've gotten a lot of comments about drywall being a pain point for a lot of people, especially drywall that you have to cut with angles. And I'm hoping that this video will clear up that portion of it, and I have a ton of other videos, and I'll leave links in the description over to those. But for now, I'm just gonna show you how I did this. When it comes to hanging drywall, the standard process is to hang the ceiling first, and then hang the upper sheet this way. This would be the long way, say an 8-foot sheet would go like this, and 4 feet this way. Some people like to hang them vertical. Some people like to do the bottom first, and that's really up to you, but I'm gonna show you how I do it with hanging this first sheet up top. Right here, this is easy enough. Being an outside corner, I just hung a full sheet up here and then cut it from the back side, broke it, cut it from the front, and then I was actually able to reuse that cutoff piece in these closets here because that cut gave me a matching angle in there. But right here, we're gonna have to do some measuring and cutting before we put the drywall up. And something I wanna keep in mind here, because there is a window here, I don't like breaking seams over a window, say right here, because there are some stresses on the window and eventually you could have a crack from the drywall moving around. So I wanna put a full sheet over this and then cut out the window afterwards. So keeping that in mind, the first thing I'm gonna do is measure 4 feet down from right here because these sheets are 4 foot wide or 4 foot tall, however you wanna say it. And I'm gonna mark right here, right where that angle meets the flat, right here, 4 feet. Now I'm gonna take a 4-foot level to make this way easier and so that you can visualize what I'm doing here. I'll hold it on that mark, and then I'll make a level line all the way across. Obviously, the bigger the level, the better, but you can just do this and extend it all the way. So that's where that drywall is gonna go. That's gonna be the seam. I have 8-foot sheets, so now I'm gonna measure to this wall to see if a full sheet will work. And as it turns out, 8 feet is right here. There is a solid header up here, so I could break that seam, but again, I don't want to do that. So I need to figure out where I'm going to start this sheet. I am going to go 1 stud past so that a full sheet will cover this window. So again, just so you can visualize this and so I can measure, I'm going to mark the center of this stud right there. And that's where I want the end of my 8-foot sheet to go. To make it easier, I'll just put a screw right here so I can hook my tape on. And I'm gonna take my tape measure, and hook it right on here, and find out where 8 feet is. And as it turns out, 8 feet is exactly on the center of this stud. So that's good. These are 16 inches on center, which means center to center of the stud is 16 inches. That's how it should be. So just so I don't lose it, make my mark. And if you were to measure this and the studs are not spaced evenly, you would go back to whatever stud is less than 8 feet, like 79.5 would be center. But we're good here. So now, this is just for you. This is going to be a visual representation of exactly where the sheet is going to go. And you can do all this while you're installing, but it's not really necessary. Before I get carried away doing this, I'm going to mark where all the studs are, because sometimes I forget. I get too excited. And then on the bottom, I mark them with a permanent marker, and that way I'll have it for the rest of the project. It'll help me out. And then right here, where I have an outlet, I like to do this. So on the side of the stud, I know that there's going to be an outlet, and I'm going to know that it is 16 inches to the center. Now we double check over here. That's just about 4 feet. A quarter inch off. Check this one more time. 4 feet. Okay, now what do? Very simple. Bring our sheet over here, and we just need to take 2 measurements. This is the end of our sheet. So I measure from the ceiling down to that line, 24 5/8. And then I bring this measurement over to my sheet. Mark it right here, 24 5/8. And then I hold my tape to that line and go right to where this angle starts. 55. We'll do 55. And then we hook on over here. And we go to 55. And then we just connect those lines. If you want to hold a straight edge up here and cut it at the same time, you can. And actually, that's what I'll do. Just have a nice sharp knife. Watch your fingers. Oh, it moved a little bit. That's okay. And we can snap it like that, and we cut the back side. Now we have our angle. Let's see if it worked. If you have any friends, it'd be good to ask them for help right about now. That's not too bad. I'm gonna call it good, but I just wanna make sure I'm half on that stud. Half on the studs on either end. Half on there, right on my line. I think it came out pretty good. A couple screws in it so it stays. Now we can move on to that smaller sheet. So now over here, you just kind of repeat the same steps. So we need to find a sheet that's at least 39.5 by 24 3/4. And as I said earlier, if you have cutoffs, you may be able to use them. Unfortunately, I think this one is going to be too small. There we go. There's 2 types of seams when it comes to drywall. There is a tapered seam. This drywall is kind of tapered right here. So it'll help when you go to mud. And then there's a butt seam where these are exactly 1/2 inch or whatever size material you're working with. And if you wanted to have a tapered seam like this, where it's supposed to be, then you would want a longer measurement, but I'm trying to not waste drywall. So I'm gonna have a tapered edge right here where it would be a butt seam, and then a butt seam down here with another tapered edge. I don't care. I'm gonna be mudding this and taping this. It's up to you. But I will put the factory seam down like this. And then I can take my measurements. 24 3/4. Use this edge. 24 3/4. Measure from here to here. 39 3/8. 39 3/8. Remember, this is a visual representation of the sheet, so that's why I'm measuring on the bottom of it. Now I can measure right here. And that's 2 1/4. And make sure you don't go to the end of the sheet. You go to where that line is. 2 1/4. And then where those intersect, right there, is where you want to cut it. And then cut it straight up. I'll just cut this first. It's small enough where I don't need to make a line. That doesn't matter. See if it worked. I do want to keep it on this line, so that's more important to me. If I have a gap up here, that's fine. I would rather these be fairly tight. Now you can see there's a little lip here, and that's totally fine. Make sure all your screws are sunk in. Just don't break the paper if you can help it. And if you're wondering, I cut out the window afterwards with a roto zip, just like all the outlets. Boom. As I said, a lot of people get tripped up with drywall in general, but especially angles like this. Looking at an entire wall, you don't know where to start. But if you can visualize whatever sheet you're putting up, like how I drew those marks, make sure you're half on a stud, make sure you don't sink the screws in too far, and it's pretty simple. So if you were interested in how to cut drywall at an angle, I hope this video helped. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. This video will help. And the second thing is, what is the second thing? I'm gonna do that again. Nope. I wish I had friends. Excuse me. I'm really good at dropping screws.